Hi everyone, Mike here from Robart, and today we're going to be talking about part number 524. This is the wire strut kit for the 500 series retracts. So what we have here are all the components for the 524 main gear wire kit. So these are the wire legs or wire struts that would fit into the 500 series retracts. The 500 series would be the 510, 530, 550 retracts, any of those series. So if you have a 530 RS or a 530 RSE, this would then fit in there. So let's go through all the parts and show you the quick installation. So first you get a pair of wire struts. Then you have the adapter bushings for the struts to fit into the trunnion on the retract. You do have your wire axle adapter. You get 2 axles. You get 6 of the longer set screws and 4 of the shorter set screws. The longer set screws are used in the axle adapter. The shorter set screws are used into the adapter bushing to go up into the trunnion, and then you get a bottle of Zap blue thread locker. You also get your spare parts list, which doubles as a very easy instruction manual on how to set all this up. So let's go ahead and move the spare parts list out of the way. Real quick, we always recommend the use of Zap blue thread locker whenever you're putting any of your threaded parts together. This will make sure that everything stays together during flight due to all the vibration. Very important, make sure that you always use your Zap blue thread locker. Keep a bottle of this in your flight box, keep this in your toolbox. Very important, not just in RC aircraft, but across, any time that you're using anything threaded, when there's any type of vibration, make sure you use your Zap blue thread locker. So let's go ahead and put one of these together, and I'm going to get the excess of each of these out of the way. So the full length wire here, this can be cut down to any length that you need for your model. It does have the coil in there to help with landing so that you get some additional shock absorption there. We're going to start off with the adapter bushing. Simply put the wire into the adapter bushing, making sure that the bushing is flat. Take your Allen wrench or Allen key and your set screw. And just for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to be putting the thread locker on, but make sure that you're always using that thread locker. Place your threads on there. So that's your adapter bushing there. Let me loosen it up so that I get the wire flush to the top. So what I'm going to show, I'll turn this here, and what you're going to find is that the reason why you have the smaller set screw is so that the set screw itself does not stick outside of the bushing. If your set screw is sticking outside of the bushing, then you've used the wrong set screw and you've actually used the longer one. Back that out and put the smaller one on. Now, for installing the wire axle adapter, you'll see that there's a large hole at the top. Insert your wire into that larger hole there. Take your axle, install the axle, and I use the axle to twist back and forth, but also what I want to do is, depending on the model, where the coil will fit or how the wheel sets up, what I like to do and what we'd recommend is that the coil is perpendicular with your axle so that you get the coiling action to help with the landing. So now that I have my coil perpendicular with the axle, then I can go ahead and lock down the axle adapter. And the axle will go through on the bottom. And that is the simple setup there. And now everything's locked in place. One thing that we do want to talk about, that I'll talk about in a future video, is the grind flats. So when you cut your wire down and you install these, you will want to put a grind flat on the bottom of the set screw so that this does not spin, okay? And that grind flat will lock that down. So check out a future video and I'll talk about how to do the grind flats. This video is just simply on how to install, how to put all the parts together. So if you've got any further questions on part number 524, which is the wire strut kit for the 500 series, just give us a call at 630-584-7616. Check us out online at www.robart.com or follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Have a great day.